Oliver Ellsworth was born on April 29, 1795 in Windsor, Connecticut. He was born to Captain David Ellsworth and his wife Jemima. There was not much known about Ellsworth's youth, except that he grew up on a farm in Windsor to an upper-class family, and his father wished for him to enter the ministry. He ended up marrying 16-year-old Abigail Wolcott, who was the daughter of a wealthy and influential Connecticut family from East Windsor. Together they had 9 children. After his public service ended, Ellsworth retired to Windsor, where he died and was buried in the local cemetery. In 1762, Oliver Ellsworth entered Yale at the age of 17. However, due to some disciplinary problems, his parents requested that he leave Yale. So at the end of his sophomore year, he enrolled at the College of New Jersey, which is now known as Princeton. At Princeton, he continued to study theology and received his A.B. degree after 2 years. However, soon after, Ellsworth turned to law. After 4 years, he was admitted to the bar in 1771. Slowly, he built up a prosperous law practice. His reputation grew, and in 1777, he became Connecticut's state attorney for Hartford County. In 1777, Ellsworth was appointed as one of Connecticut's representatives in the Continental Congress. He served on various committees during 6 annual terms until 1783. He was also involved in Connecticut's efforts during the Revolutionary War by being a member of the Committee of the Pay Table, which supervised Connecticut's war expenditures, and he was also a member of the Council of Safety, which controlled all military measures of the state. In 1787, he once again represented Connecticut for Constitutional Convention and was very active during the proceedings. Oliver Ellsworth's biggest contribution as a founding father was being a member of the 5-person Committee on Detail that wrote the first draft of the Constitution. He also played a major role in helping to pass the Great Compromise, which allowed U.S. senators to be elected by state legislatures. Ellsworth also left his mark by removing the name the national government from the Constitution and instead replacing it with the U.S. government. Between 1789 and 1796, he served as one of Connecticut's first 2 senators in the new federal government. In the Senate, he chaired the committee that framed the bill organizing the federal judiciary system and helped to work out the practical details necessary to run a new government. In 1796, he was appointed Chief Justice of the Supreme Court by George Washington. He did not sign either the Declaration of Independence or the Constitution due to him leaving the Constitutional Convention early, but still contributed to the founding of this country. During the Constitutional Convention, Ellsworth attended as a delegate from Connecticut along with Roger Sherman and William Samuel Johnson. He and William Samuel Johnson were together the first 2 senators of Connecticut. William Maclay, a Republican senator from Pennsylvania, said about Ellsworth, "He will absolutely say anything, nor can I believe he has a particle of principle in his composition." Oliver Ellsworth left the Constitutional Convention, so he was not able to sign. But when he returned to his home Connecticut, he urged its adoption and wrote the Letters of a Landholder to promote its ratification. Ellsworth was a Federalist, so he therefore supported ratification of the Constitution. He supported the 3/5 Compromise, where slaves would be counted when determining a state's population for legislative representation. He wanted the enumeration of slaves. In order to secure Southern support for the Constitution, he supported the international trade in slaves. That is why he opposed the abolition of the foreign slave trade.